Animals had to evolve in order to survive. They were forced to change their eating habits, and their bone structures were adjusted to be able to fit their new environment. Over time, whales have evolved from being land mammals to cetacea, which is more commonly known as sea mammals. This rare species is made specifically for whales, dolphins, and porpoises, because they do not fall under any other category.
Pakicetus is the earliest relative of the whale. It was around 48 million years ago when its nostrils were forward at the top of its nose. They had 4 legs for walking on land and no tail flukes. Myocetus was around 46 million years ago. It spent time in the water and on land and resembled a sea lion. It also had 4 limbs for walking and swimming, but it had no tail fluke. Lanocetus was 34 million years ago and was completely aquatic. It showed the first evidence of baleen filter feeding, and the nostrils were on the back of its skull. Pakicetus fossils were originally found in Kuldana Formation located in northern Pakistan. The fossils came out of red terrigenous sediments bounded by shallow marine deposits by the Tethys Sea. Factors such as good supply can have a big effect on where the whales live. For example, killer's whale follow their food source and where to live, and humpback whales choose where they live depending on water climate due to mating reasons. Over time, when the whales started to become completely aquatic, their nostrils, among other things, shifted to make it easier to live in the water. For example, the nostrils shifted to the back of their head. The nostrils then transformed to become a blowhole.
Whales are compared to humans in many ways. One way is their ability to care for their young and stay with them until they are ready to go off on their own. They are both also the largest species in their environment. Whales also use noises and sound to communicate to others, just like humans. Hippos are the closest living relatives of whales today. Even though whales did not evolve from hippos, they still have many similarities in the way they evolved. Hippos most likely evolved about 15 million years ago, and the first whales evolved over 50 million years ago. Even though these mammals did not evolve from one another, they still are very similar in many ways, like things such as their bone structure, their nostrils, and their eyes. Whales today are suffering from many things to keep their generation alive. Unfortunately, their large size did not protect them. 7 out of 13 whale species are classified as endangered or vulnerable, even after decades of protection. Some big threats to whales are things such as industries like boats and commercial whaling, and climate change. These things that seem so little to some people can mean the difference between saving these whales' lives and killing off a whole species. Overall, we've learned through this video there is one piece of information that you should definitely take away from this, and that would be that evolution is real. It is real because without evolution, many species would not be alive or around today, because their bodies would not have evolved into the beautiful animals they are today. Without evolution, nothing would change, and it would be a very boring world without it.